kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 25-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On the carry. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 37-yard line. To throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
There defensively.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because...
And now here's another interception. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Titans 21, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
1st down, Titans.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On 3rd down, Henry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Saints, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
At the 38-yard line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The
last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They begin with Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he connects with Ertz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Titans first down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Well, they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They run. It's Camara. This will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 13-yard touchdoff run as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. the ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Looking long for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. And shedding a man at the 40. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run on first down. Henry, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made by Julian Love. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. That was the safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Caught left side, Hopkins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Michael.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, it's Henry. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's
2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Westbrook. Incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
To go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what.